So, do you also sometimes think how grounding for you could really work? Because there are many people who give you tips that you can do yoga, or you can go to trees, or you can eat something special, what is grounding you, like meat. And you try these things and they don't work for you. And my name is Dr. Beatrix Haslinger, and I want to show you how you can find out how you can ground yourself with human design, which shows you very special what is your way of grounding. So let's start. I show you my human design body graph. You can download this. It doesn't cost anything in the internet. For example, at Jovian Archive, or there's an app from Healing Shore, which means human design. So what you get there when you put in your birth date and your birth time, you get a human design chart like this. And you see here I put my date in, so don't be confused. It doesn't matter that you don't understand all the numbers. I will tell you the basics you need for this question. So the human design is also correlated with the chakras. And so you see the centers of the body graph here. They are related to the chakras. So this one we want to talk about now. It's the root chakra, or the root center here. And there are some numbers in it, but don't be confused by them. But this root center is your motivation, your drive of grounding. So you can just watch if in your chart is it white, yeah, or is it colored. Because in all softwares, if it's not defined, it's white. And you don't have to care about the special color. It's too complicated for now. Just look if it's white, then it's not defined, or it's colored. Yeah. So you see, mine is colored. I have a yellow one. You see, I have this chakra white, this center, but this center is colored. So what does this mean? A colored center means that you are defined in this one by a special way of being. And which way of being this is defined by these numbers. In your app, you can click on the number and then you get a short text. This text always refers to the I Ching, which is a book which is some 1,000 years old from China, and it's a very wise book about the basics of life and the changes of the life basis. And this has 64 hexagrams, and they are represented here. So, and you can look here which of these are defined, so which of these are grounding you. Yeah. So here I have, for example, this 38 and the 53 and the 60 and the 39. Yeah. those are the things, we can look this up, yeah, which drive me, so they push me, and I will give you now example what they do with me, what they motivate me to, yeah. If you have a colored root center, then you have to work, so you are not easily impressed by other people and their needs and their things they want to, because you are driven by your own ones. And which ones they are, you have to look up these numbers. I also will do a video to each of these numbers, so if you follow me on the channel, you will also get an explanation there. But for now, let me just say, if you have a colored center, then you just are driven only by your own things, not by them of the others. In the root, okay? But what is if you are white? If you're white, then you're very empathic concerning what others need, what others want. So perhaps you sit at home and you watch a film, and then the handy is ringing, or there is a WhatsApp message or something like that. Then you don't say, I want to see the film, but you say, someone wants something, I have to go and look first what he wants, and then I can watch the film further. So you feel what others want, and you easily get in pressure from others. But if there are no others at the moment, then you are very chilled. You don't feel very driven by life itself. So you are very chilling, alone, but you are very sensitive of the needs of others. Okay? I want to show you now how these numbers are read in an example. And I want to take there another example, because there is a further aspect of grounding in human design. It's not only the root chakra you see here, it's also at the date of your birth, the earth is activating one special hexagram. So in my case, in my example, it's the 4 with the change phase 2, and the earth, it's in the 23 with the change phase 4. So you see here, here's the 23 in the throat chakra, in the throat center, which is for expression. And so this one is grounding me very much, and this also. So you can see, if you look up the numbers, you don't only look the colored ones in your root center, but you also look the ones where your earth is shown, yeah? And so both earths. You have 2 earths, because this is the design earth. It's 88 days before your birth calculated. It concerns the body. And this is the personality earth. It concerns your personality. So let's have a look at those 2 examples. First, we will have a look at the 23, the hexagram, which is the collapse. So you see, in the first moment, it's not a very happy situation there. It's a very powerful hexagram. You see the time of change, of the time of transformation is now. Yeah? So this is what this hexagram says. So the situation which this hexagram describes is that very negative and destructive energies around you and in your life are at the maximum level. There is no shelter, there is no help, there is no shield, there is nothing where you can flee. And the threat is not only outside, it's also inside, it's everywhere. There is no help, not your brain can help you there, your thinking, not anything, So, every hexagram also gives a recommendation, and the recommendation in this case is using the healing power of transformation. So, you go to a therapist, you go to a coach, you do self-healing things and so on. And this hexagram wants to say that there's always sunshine after rain. So why worry now? You surely know this song. I like this picture you see here because you see there is also the clouds and it surely was raining, and now you see the sun will come again, and even in this bad situation where your home is destroyed, everything cannot be kept anymore, but the sun, you can see it already, it will come, so you can trust on that. You see in this hexagram, this is what grounds me, this is, you see it here, it's the body. I do very many self-healing things, and they are deeply grounding me in my body. I have always to rethink of that, I use I'm also an energetic healer, I'm a coach, and I use these things on my own, and I think it's that important that everybody learns self-healing practices, because therapists are not here every time we need them, and they cost much money and so on. When I do coachings, I always help the people learn to help themselves, so they are not dependent on other people too much. This is the one thing what grounds me personally very good, and it's also this what I'm manifesting on earth. So you also see this is the one where you have a talent, where you have a potential, where you are good in it, and you see I do it as my job because I love it, and it's my hard job. I do it for this. And the other one I want to show you now, it's the 4, hexagram 4-2. So you can see here, it's the hexagram of inexperience. It's the comforter, so the number 2 is the comforter of the soul, which is especially what grounds me very especially my personality. So you see here the mother with the child, and she is very empathic with it, and she is inspiring it, and gives all the love, without pressure, just with being going on a higher level, and watching from there. So you see this is meant by the eye, by the loving eye, that she goes on a higher perspective and she doesn't get angry or something because the child is crying, but she is very empathic. Yeah, and that's not only with children or with other people. It's also meant with our inner personalities. We have have desires and needs and other things which are talking to us. So we want to have chocolate and something like that. So. And these inner voices we have, and sometimes we dislike, but the solution is always to go on this higher level and listen to them from there. And it's my talent, and it's this what grounds me. And if I don't feel comfortable, I just go in this, and then I feel better afterwards. It's the wise that can guide the inexperienced in this. So you see how these hexagrams, what they can tell you and what they can show you, and I hope this also inspired you, and you are now want to know how your body graph is looking and what it tells about you. And if you want to know more, then follow me on the channel, and I thank you very much for your like. Have a very good time.